Hello everyone and happy Wednesday. I've had such an incredible day already. I slept in a little bit. I had coffee with my fiance and then we went skiing at our local mountain for a little bit. I went to the gym. I got all dressed up and did my hair and makeup, and now I wanted to pop on here and just talk about storytelling because I've been hearing a lot of questions. I've been going on podcasts and guest speaking on podcasts, and a lot of the hosts have asked me the same question. So I wanted to break down this misconception about storytelling while also teaching you my main character messaging formula. Hopefully this green screen behaves. And this is going to be a really powerful and just like in-depth training of storytelling. So if you don't know where to start with storytelling, or if you just want to go back to the basics, I really recommend watching this, listening to this, and let me know if you have any questions. Just pop into my DMs. A lot of people are popping into my DMs, asking me questions, telling me where they're at in their business, and I just love having these conversations with you all. So I've got a little drinky drink here. Sauna clubs later today. I'm feeling good. I also am filming another podcast interview right after this in about an hour. So this is not going to be very long. All right. So the misconception that I hear a lot of people say is, well, I'm not a coach. I can't use storytelling because my clients, they don't care about my background. They don't care why I started my business. They just want to know like how I'm going to get them results. Right. Or like, how am I supposed to use storytelling? My business is new. I don't have any stories to tell. I don't have that like big rags to riches story where there feels like there's an end to it yet. I'm still in the trenches. These are all relevant questions, right? I also get questions like, I sell a product. How am I supposed to use storytelling if I sell a product? And this method really breaks it down so simply. And I used to follow content strategies that went from like, on Mondays we post education, on Tuesdays we post authority, on Wednesdays we do vision, whatever, all those things, and cycle through. And it was just so monotonous and boring. Like I would be on Monday, I would have an idea for an authority post. On Tuesday, I'd have an idea, and I had a really hard time sticking to it. And when I let go of all of the rules that we have according to content, and I just scaled back and focused on two people, myself and you, the clients, the people that I want to work with, it became so much more simple. And so this method is going to really, really break this down for you. If content, like you enjoy creating content, but right now it's not generating leads, or it feels like you're posting content every single day and it's for nothing because it's not doing anything for you. And you're like, I love creating content, but I need to figure out a different way to sign clients. This is all going to help you. This training is going to help you get clear on content creation, get clear on how to use storytelling to make more sales from your content, and just simplify the whole process so that you have more fun, so that actually works, and you generate leads every single day. Literally right before I got on this live stream, I saw someone had downloaded my storytelling one-on-one workshop, right? So like every single day I am generating leads or sales from my content alone, and I'm not really doing any heavy lifting, like doing cold outreach or anything like that. Yes, I'm talking to people in the DMs. Yes, I'm engaging with people, but I'm not doing anything extra. I'm not jumping on 20 sales calls a week or whatever. I am simply posting content every single day. And so I wanted to break down, I kind of look like a floating head because my shirt's the same color as my brand colors, but that's okay. I wanted to break down storytelling and just like how to simplify it, my main character messaging formula. So literally brands from Subaru, and this is actually where I got this idea from. Subaru, like the car, to coffee shops, Starbucks, to your gym, to Walmart. Walmart even does this. Like literally every single brand does this. And it's a form of storytelling. And I know you're saying like, but Hannah, storytelling is like being really vulnerable and having emotion and like blah, 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 sharing these like traumatic events about yourself. Not necessarily, right? Storytelling is just telling a story. So it does not matter if you have a coaching business, a mentorship style business where you're providing like teaching and like that kind of service, or if you're doing a done for you service provider, like a social media manager, a graphic designer, a photographer, or if you sell a digital product like a course or an ebook, or even if you sell a physical product, it does not matter. And I'm here to show you why. All right. So people want to know how you or your product or your service, how you are going to make their vision a reality. Okay, so when I was getting podcast interviewed last week, the person interviewing me is a photographer, and she was like, this is amazing, I'm learning so much, but like, how does this translate to my photography business, right? And I work with a lot of coaches. I work with a lot of done-for-you service providers like social media managers and graphic designers and bookkeepers and like email service providers and yoga instructors and like all of those types of clients. But it's been a while since I've worked with a photographer, right? So to her, I was speaking the language of social media. I was like, I was a social media manager. Now I teach social media. So I was all in that zone. But I was like, to me, I'm currently planning a wedding. I'm currently planning my wedding. It's in October, and my fiance and I are actively searching for a photographer. And what am I doing when I'm searching for photographers? Well, I'm using the Knot. And if anyone has any better suggestions, like, let me know. But I'm using the Knot, and I'm going through everyone's profiles. And if their photography style matches what I'm looking for and it's in my budget, I will then search for their Instagram, or like, usually I want to see an Instagram, but if it's like a portfolio or something, that works too. But I typically look for, snow just fell off my roof. I typically look for an Instagram because I want to peep what you do on a daily basis. I want to get to know you. And the thing I'm looking for is, I have this vision in my mind. I am planning this summer camp 5 wedding. We're outdoors in October, prime leaf peeping season in Vermont. And I want somebody who can capture the magic of just the simplicity of nature, us having fun, you know, frolicking. I don't want someone that's like high lux glam. I want someone who can capture like the rustic feel of being outdoors in autumn in New England. So I am trying to find a photographer who matches that style. That's my vision. So when I'm searching for someone to hire for photography, I am looking for someone who gets it, right? Like I don't have to get on a call with them to understand if they're going to get it or not. That's like phase 2, is getting on the call and be like, okay, does this actually align? But their messaging, their marketing, their content is telling me a story. So your job as a coach, as a service provider, as someone who's selling a product, is to tell your customer's story. Main character messaging. You are not the main character in your content. You are the guide. You are the support character. Think of yourself as like Yoda or Gandalf from Lord of the Rings. They are so important to the story. If the main character never met them, if Luke never met Yoda, what would have happened? I really don't know. He probably wouldn't be, hi, hello, Lavender, welcome. I really don't know what Star Wars would look like if Luke never met Yoda. So Yoda is not the main character, Luke is, but Yoda is so important to the story. Same as you. So you're not the main character in your content. You're the guide. You're the support character. You're the person who's going to make the plot move in their story. You're the person who's going to help them get the tool that they need to progress in their timeline, to progress in their storyline. So when we break down the main character, when we break down the main character messaging formula, we got vision, gap, why you. So first off, the vision. What is going on with my green screen? First off, the vision. What is your client or customer's vision that they have? I just described my vision for hiring a wedding photographer, right? But I could also describe my vision for, like, if I was a website designer, I'm hiring someone who can bring my website to life. So perhaps I don't want like the trendy website that literally every single person has in the coaching industry. I want something different. I want something colorful. This is like totally not my vibe, as you can tell from the greens. I want something poppy and like, I want them to feel like they're in a candy shop, right? Like, I have that vision. So your job as the person who is providing me a service, providing me a product, is to communicate the vision that you achieve for your person, for your client or customer. So what is your client's vision? Another word for this is dream. What is their dream? So if you're a coach, like for me, for example, my clients' dreams is to be able to post content for their business and sign clients, make sales daily from their content. They don't have to jump on 20 sales calls. They don't have to do anything really extra. They just post content and people naturally come in because their content speaks to the value that they have, to everything. They don't have to be on sales calls for hours and hours and hours. They can just post and it works. So that's my client's visions. If you're a photographer, we talked about that vision, right? Okay, the next one is gap. What is currently stopping them from having this vision? So back to the wedding photography. Right now, what's stopping me from having this vision? I don't have someone to capture it. I don't have someone who will take pictures of this. I'm worried that if I just tell everyone that attends my wedding to take pictures, it's not going to achieve the effect that I want it to achieve. So I'm looking to hire someone who's going to take these pictures for me and are going to match my vision. Example, if you're a gym, your clients, your customers' vision is to be happy and healthy, and they want maybe to hit a certain goal weight. They want to look a certain way. So you're going to communicate that vision. And the gap that they have is they don't currently have the tools, the lift, the weights, the machines, the maybe like the support, because they offer like coaching or something. They don't have that. So you're identifying that gap that's behind me right now. If you're a coach, so for my own clients, my clients' gaps is that they are missing storytelling in their content. They're posting every single day, but their messaging is surface level. Their content is not structured to stack on top of each other to make progress and to get their audience out of the woodworks, out of lurking status, and into their DMs, engaging and joining their offers. So the gap that I identify for my clients is they're posting every single day, but their content is just like surface level. Their content, we can take it a couple layers deeper and it's going to get the result that they desire. Another thing I could say is like, maybe this also covers beliefs. So they believe something about themselves. So, for example, like, I'm trying to think, like a fitness coach. This is when you're doing like a service, or like a teaching type of thing. There's more beliefs in that. But this still applies to other products and companies as well. But like perhaps my clients believe that they need to post more to get more results, or they need to have more followers to make more sales. And my job is to help them identify those gaps and show them how that's not true. Because the last step is why you. Why are you the person to guide them? Why are you Yoda? Why are you Gandalf? Why are you going to be the one who is going to make their vision a reality? And this is so important because so many people skip this step. They think, well, there's so many people online that do similar things to me. There are a million gyms out there. Why do I invest in a $50 per month gym membership over a Planet Fitness gym membership? Well, in this case, I don't have a Planet Fitness near me, but there's several gyms in my town. So why did I choose the one that I chose versus the other options? Because they're going to make my vision a reality. Why do you choose an iPhone over an Android? Why do you choose to buy certain brands over other brands? So if there are thousands of people that are doing a very similar thing to you, why you? And a lot of people think like, well, everyone does this. Like, they have lots of options. They can shop around. So, right, it's your job to tell them why you are the person to make this a reality. This is where your own formulas come in. This is where your own methods come in. And this is where your story comes in. So if we're telling their story in our content, that doesn't mean we can't sprinkle in some lines about your story. these are story points. These are authority builders. So for example, let's say my client's vision is to post and get a stranger in their DMs. Not like a stranger danger, but someone who they've never seen interact with them before, that has never bought from them before. And this person comes into their DMs and says, hey, oh my God, I was so inspired by your recent post. I have to join your offer. How can I join? That's their dream. That's their vision. Okay, the thing that's currently keeping them from that is that they're posting content that's really surface level. They're posting content that's not really like creating urgency to get someone from scrolling into their offer. Like that, the thing that's going to really get them to click on it. And then the solution, why you, is my method. So perhaps they think that they need to have more followers to get their desired result. Oh, well, once I have 10,000 followers, then I'm going to make sales daily. Once I go viral, then I'll be getting leads in my inbox every single day. My why you could be like, I used to think that I needed, actually scratch that. My why you is that I had an Instagram account with 4,000 followers. I had an Instagram account that was getting hundreds of saves per post, hundreds of likes, comments, shares. And my account got hacked and I lost that account. Now I'm starting over with 550 followers. And guess what? I am making more money with this account than I was with 4,000 followers. So that's my story point. I can say, look, you want a complete stranger to say, oh my gosh, your content was so inspiring. I want to join. Hi, Joan Marie. Hi, Joan Marie. Welcome. You say, listen, you want someone who comes straight from your content and says, I loved your post. It was speaking directly to me. I need to join your offer. But right now, you're focused on the wrong things. Right now, you're focused on posting more, trying to go viral, finding like the best viral hook strategy. And that's just all a distraction. Why do I know that? I know that because I used to think the same thing. I used to think the more followers I had, the more money I'd make. But guess what? I used to have 4,000 followers on a different account. My account got hacked. I started over. I have 500 followers now and I'm making more money. So you don't need to have more followers. What you need is my main character messaging formula. Boom. So you come in with your strategy and you come in with a lesson that you learned in this process. And again, like this lesson could be like something that your client had. Hi, Mario. Welcome. Your lesson could be like, my client thought this. That's also valid. That's building authority with a story point. So let's talk about a product. Again, like we were talking about wedding photography, since I am currently shopping for a wedding photographer. So what would be their method? Their method might be like they use like a certain type of lens, or they have like a certain style of photography, and that's why I should hire them. Also, like maybe they go above and beyond for their client and they make sure that like things look good. So they're not going to just take a picture of you with your makeup screwed up. They're going to be like, hey, look, you got to fix your lipstick. And then they're going to take pictures. They're going to take pictures not just of me and my fiance, my future husband, but they're going to take pictures of like the environment around that, like little things that maybe other photographers wouldn't think about, right? So that's a wedding photography. I also talked about Subaru. Let me just make sure. Yeah, we're good. I also talked about Subaru and how seeing a Subaru commercial literally inspired me to make this formula like years ago, because if you've ever watched a Subaru commercial, and by the way, I have a Subaru, so it worked, but they always tell the same story. They show you, the customer, out on an adventure, sometimes with their family, sometimes without their family, but they're on an adventure, usually with a golden retriever. They're like on top of a mountain, they're going to the lake, they're in the woods, and they're like, this car will get you there. Who's the main character of that commercial? The customer. The person driving the car is the main character. Who is the guide? The car. Because you can't have those incredible adventures where you go off-roading and you go up a mountain with your dog and your whole family if your car can't do that. So those are just 3 examples of the main character messaging formula. What's their vision? What's currently stopping them? The gap that they have from reaching their vision, and how are you going to help them get there? Why do they need to invest in you or your product or service? That is main character messaging. That's the formula that I live by, that I breathe by, that I teach every single one of my clients. That is the foundation and roots of every strategy that I use in my content. When I'm doing podcasts, when I do live streams, I'm telling you the same story. I'm using this formula. When I do an email, when I do a reel, like, it really doesn't matter. You just need to nail down this 3-step process and repeat and repeat and repeat and repeat. And if your clients or your audience isn't responding to you, like, you're doing this and your content's still falling flat, that's an indication that you have a messaging gap. And that means that you have to go a little bit deeper. We have to get more specific about their vision, more specific about the gaps that they have, more specific about your why you, and that's going to help you reach your goals. Let me know if you have any questions. We've got a couple more minutes. And I want to encourage you all, if you haven't downloaded my Storytelling 101 workshop, it's free. Go download that. That's an hour of pure gold. If you got a lot out of this live stream that was like 20 minutes, then that is going to blow your mind. I've gotten reports that people have listened to or watched it 3 different times and have been taking notes and have already started to implement the strategies that I teach inside this free workshop to sign clients. Now, if you are somebody who wants help creating content, wants my eyeballs on your content, then the best place to do this is inside Force of Nature. This is a 6-month program where we go deep. We go all in. We use this main character messaging formula. And every single week, I am inside our Slack channel helping you iron out your content and messaging strategies, your strategies, not my strategies, but we're workshopping your strategies, what you need to be posting, what you need to be focusing on to reach your income and client goals. Bi-weekly, every other week, we're hopping on a strategy session together where I'm literally digging my fingers into your content, the results that you're getting, if we need to tweak anything, like if we're like, okay, we tried this, it didn't really work, here's what we should be doing instead. I am showing you the gaps that I'm seeing in your content and your messaging. I am telling you content ideas. I'm auditing your content. I'm reviewing your content. This is like, oh, we're going deep into this, right? Like, this is the program that you need to be in if you want to master sales from your content. And you also get access to my 3-week course, the main character messaging program. It's 3 weeks, like 7 modules. I go deep into this exact thing, break it down even further. We talk about how to go deep in your messaging. We talk about how to use storytelling content. We talk about the why. There's an entire module just on why you, an entire module to help you find the stories that you have, to help you find proof and evidence that you are the best option for your audience, for your customers to buy from. And I also go into other incredible stuff as well. In addition to main character messaging, you have access to Sell with Story, which is a storytelling 2-week course where we specifically talked about how to use storytelling to sell. So if you want to use storytelling to make sales less icky, have sales flow, make it feel more natural. We talk about Instagram stories. We talk about selling in your posts. We talk about selling on live streams, all using storytelling. That's an incredible course that you get included with Force of Nature. And then the 3rd course that you get, these are my top 3 signature programs that you get access to inside of Force of Nature. The last one is signature or standout offer systems, which is how to find your offer story, how to make sure that your offers stack on each other to bring in recurring revenue, and how to use messaging to differentiate your offers so that every single offer doesn't look the same. Like if you say, oh, the only difference between this program and this program is like the access to me and the price point, we've got a problem. So that program will help you differentiate your offers and really map out like who this offer is for. All right. So those 3 options or those 3 courses are all inside of Force of Nature. You get immediate access to that when you join. And then on top of that, you also get the weekly Slack channel with me. You get the bi-weekly calls. And we also have an onboarding 101 session at the beginning. That's Force of Nature. If you're like, I'm not quite ready to commit to 6 months, I want a little taste of what that's like, I have one-on-one content intensives now booking for February. And what this is a 75-minute call with me where I will audit your messaging. I will give you feedback of where you can go deeper. I'll point out your gaps, and you walk away with 30 different content ideas. We make your content together. It's really incredible. It's really powerful. And this is a good taster if you are interested in Force of Nature, but want a little taste of what it's like to work with me first. That's great because you can apply the credit that you spend on your content intensive to Force of Nature if you later decide to join. So those are the 3 options. If you've been eyeing me, if you got a lot out of this live stream, let me know in the DMs. Like, just pop me a DM and say this was a really powerful, informative live stream. I am so thankful that you watched live. If you're watching the replay, let me know you watched the replay. Send me comments, ask any questions that you have, and make sure you go download Storytelling 101 if you want to start using storytelling in your content to make sales daily. All right, I will see you all later. I'm off to go film a podcast interview. I am so excited for it. I love doing speaking engagements like this, and I need to rest up my voice because I've got half an hour. I'll see you all soon. Bye.